Welcome to This Week in Vegas, a Bettor's View. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined with my partner in crime, Vegas Runner, as we do each and every week, live from Las Vegas. We tell you what's happening here in town, what we've been up to, what we've got coming this week. It's Sweet 16. First round, second round of the NCAA Tournament's done. You're almost starting to feel it. There's only 2 weeks of basketball left. Then we got NBA, but I mean, the season almost ends. I mean, when college is done, it's like all of the excitement's gone.
And the wind
then
out.
It's, baseball season, Triple Crown time, and,
NBA
playoffs, and then we're back to football. But, I don't know about, I know you were out this weekend. I hit the sports books Friday and Saturday, of course, with all the games. Crazy. I mean, this town...
Incredible. They say there's a recession. I don't see it. Every sports book, strip and off strip, Marco, packed to capacity. And you're talking to someone that's had almost 15 March Madnesses here. And I don't remember any being busier. Yeah. This is as busy as any I've seen.
The week that we just completed, the first 4 days of the NCAA Tournament, is the second biggest week every year for the sport.
I gotta agree.
For Vegas and the sports books, because so many people come to town that week. You start to get spring break too. You get the college kids
insane.
coming. You get people that, they schedule, 2-day vacation, at work. They take off Thursday and Friday. You get a lot of people drive from L.A. They come in just to be here at the sports books for those 4 days.
Yeah.
And it's nonstop. A lot of the different casinos, set up the ballrooms or stuff. I was Friday night. I was at Hard Rock, and I was impressed. The Joint, great venue to watch concerts at. The new Joint.
Yeah, for sure.
And they had it set up for basketball. They had screens everywhere in the Joint. So in the Joint, it doesn't matter where you sit. They're all great seats. They had it all set up, and I mean, it was a scene Friday there. Saturday, I was at the M, and the M's more. It's off strip, so you get a lot of locals there, but. Sportsbook was wall to wall. Poker room was jam packed. People they come out. They got a bet. I know you were on the strip this week.
Yeah, I was on there nonstop. My friends came out from Philly. I had a really good time. Just getting out there, and it's different from when you. Even though living here in Vegas and watching the games from your house, and compared to being there right on the floor while everyone's going crazy, I will say this: the line to bet was 10 times longer than the line to cash. There wasn't a lot of people making money. I mean, I'll tell you straight. I came in off of one of the best college basketball regular seasons, had an excellent conference tournament, and I just can't get it going in this NCAA March Madness. Even though my record isn't that bad, throwing the playing game, I'm 9-11, but my unit distributions destroyed me. Some games that I felt I had such a huge edge, and still now I believe, as far as the line's concerned, I was on the side with the value, just didn't get there. And we say it over and over, year in and year out, that when it comes to March Madness and when it comes to the big dance, there's so many upsets and so many things happen that it's either a huge year for the wise guys and they pick it apart, or it's one of those years where they're just running against the wall.
Well, what I found, and like you, I had a rough weekend. Saturday was the day that I really loved Villanova. And it's been historically, when you get a team like Villanova that had the close scare on Thursday. They were 17, 18-point favorite, had to go down to the final shot of the game in overtime
to win.
They had to come from behind to force the overtime and then make a big shot at the end, last 10 seconds. That kind of game serves as a wake-up call, and they come back with a huge game.
Especially when they're talented, as talented as Villanova was.
Yeah, but St. Mary's just took it to them, and that's the most disappointing game for me out of the weekend. But looking, Sweet 16, I think there's some very intriguing matchups in this.
Oh, it's a great. Everyone's you hear it, and they're talking about how this is one of the wildest, craziest tournaments, and it is. I'm looking at the bracket, and I can't believe the Sweet 16 matchups. I mean, for the number one team in the nation, not just the number one seed, but the number one team in the country isn't in the Sweet 16.
Do you know how many brackets died
with Kansas?
With Kansas. I mean, because that was the most popular.
Oh, every contest, I looked at ours, Kansas, everyone's picking them for the national championship. All these guys that are in the top 10 in their pools ain't going to be there when it gets to the end because, you know, they're the most points of the Final Four in the championship game.
I'll be honest, in my bracket, I've only got 8 teams left in the Sweet 16. But I'm fortunate enough, I have 3 of the Final Four still alive.
See, yeah, like I have 6 teams that could make it into the Elite 8 still alive. And then the Final Four, though, I only have 2. I won't lie. I had Kansas getting to the Final Four, not winning it, and I had the underdog Wisconsin. I thought they would create some noise.
Right. Wisconsin's the one that
hurt you too.
That I lost out of the.
Yeah, that surprised me against Cornell. But when a team shoots the 3 like that, I'll say it time and time again. There's nothing you could do, especially if you're not a running club that could try to get back into it. So I was surprised, but I will say this right here, and I plan on possibly making it an official bet. I like Duke to win it all. Before the tournament started, I said it, and I believe it. Maybe even in the podcast, I said I make Duke a favorite over every team in this tournament, even a 1-point favorite over Kansas. And I said I know the odds makers will laugh at me right now, but laugh with me in 3 weeks from now. I think Duke would be a favorite over any team left still, I'll say it, and I like Duke to cut them down. Who do you have?
Well, could be interesting podcast next week because we have my Final Four teams that I have left are Syracuse, Ohio State, and Duke. I have Duke and Syracuse playing for the national championship.
Woo!
But I have Syracuse winning it.
Wow, that would be awesome.
So
Come down to that.
We could do that and see what happens with that one. Just one quick note, though, and I don't want to bust your balls on a pick that lost last week, but the free pick, we got into a little heated debate on Jamie Dixon. Jamie Dixon, he throttled.
He beat Oakland, but he's not in the Sweet 16 like a good coach would be.
Oh,
with that team. No, I was off on Oakland. A lot of people, you were so right. You gave out Pittsburgh that day. I remember you telling me, dude, you're off with that Oakland game, and I didn't give it out as an official pick, as on my card. Obviously, if I give a free pick, I bet it. Believe that. So I had him. I'm not going to lie to you.
I came very close. On my bracket, I had Xavier and Pitt playing, and I had Xavier moving on. I came real close to Sunday making a play on Xavier, and I didn't. You
didn't want to go against your boys.
Well, I do.
You go against them Pitt teams a lot, but I'm saying sometimes if you don't have a strong feeling, you rather root for them than
The line was very fishy,
and you're very selective. You're not the kind of bettor that just because I have a good lean, I'm going to bet it.
Yeah.
For you to confirm a play, it's got to be a lot of supporting information. So,
and the game came down to the end. So
it was their right side, exactly.
Yeah.
On a lot of them games, that's the thing. They did a great job making numbers. When I bust on the odds makers when they're doing a bad job, and they're doing a bad job off the big dance. But for the big dance, I mean, how many games came right down to the number, right down to the wire? So I mean, they've done a pretty good job as far as that goes.
I've said it time and time again. Anytime you win or lose a bet that's within 2 points of the number, you didn't have the right.
No, only the odds makers in the books had the right number.
It comes down to the coin flip of who makes that foul shot or who nails that.
Don't be proud of your handicap.
Hey, time flies. It's been this week in Vegas. He's Vegas Runner. I'm Marco D'Angelo. Enjoy the Sweet 16.
Yeah, best of luck in the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8.
We'll be out at the sports books watching the game, so enjoy them. Make some money. We'll be back next week talking
Final Four.
Final Four, guys. Good luck.